Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be talking about the topic the pros and cons of online education versus traditional classrooms. First, let's talk about online education, and I'll try to break these two topics into various subtopics. Firstly, we'll talk about online classes, the pros and the cons. So, now let's get to point number one the pros of online classrooms. How do you term the word alternative way of learning? And what's your alternative way of learning things except sitting inside the classroom or getting involved with friends? How do you learn? What's your alternative way of learning new skills? There comes online learning. Basically, this has paved lots of ways for students interested in various skills. As we're talking about its merit, in 2020 was a time of COVID. I was facing the same problems, unable to have offline classes with teachers. There, I got a problem because when I started learning, I tried searching for mentors, but due to the pandemic, no one was permitted to have students with them. I was locked inside a room. So how did I learn? How did I manage to pass my final examination? It was because of online mode learning. I used the internet without any problems. I reviewed those explanations sent by teachers again and again, and this is how I overcome one of my biggest obstacles, I would say. This is connection to course of schools, but let's talk about other skills as well. Suppose you try to learn coding. This is not taught in the school or colleges, but you have the opportunity to join online courses where you may find lots of good teachers who are involved, who have 4 or 5 years experience in coding. So by interacting with them, I think you should have the required skills from the teachers, right? Now let's talk about its demerit. When lectures are done through online classes, it is meant that notes have to be sent from the teachers. A lot of students face problems in jotting down the important ideas sent by the teachers. In this case, PDF is very important, but a lot of students do not refer to those PDF. Instead, using laptops, they started studying through laptops. There comes a problem, and they don't understand. When they can't concentrate on those soft copies, they feel lazy and just live like that. That should not be the case. And the problem is when we all are sitting inside the classroom, when teachers are writing something on the blackboard, it is our responsibility to note down all the important points written on the blackboard. Without offline classes, become the one and only way to jot down ideas from the PDF. That's really boring. So that's the demerit. A lot of students do not want to write down, do not want to copy notes sent by the teachers because they are not objected They are not observed by anyone, so it's their responsibility to do it or not. It's unlikely to be done by most of the students. Now, traditional classrooms. This has been a traditional way of everyone learns. How do you clarify your doubts? Unlike online classes, you can raise up your hands, or else you might not clear the concepts taught by the teachers during the period. After the lecture, you have got the opportunity to go and meet with him and clarify your doubts at the spot. Because our brain works differently. We expect ourselves to remember a lot of things and use them whenever we like. No. What we learn today, if we do not write it down on a notebook, on diaries, we are unlikely to forget those important things by tomorrow. So when you clarified your doubts at the spot, will make you understand better, and it will help you retain more number of days. And what's the other way of disastrous on offline learning is we compare ourselves, and teachers do compare students. This comparison has been done through the interactions within the classroom. There are students who are not expressive and they are being very silent. However, they do very well in studies. Teachers usually neglect students who do not respond to questions asked. Only those students who really like talking usually answer those questions coming from teachers. As a result of this, they are admired by teachers, and those who do not respond to any questions, although they do very well in studies, are being neglected. So these problems can be solved only by introducing online learning, where students are not to be sent, students are not required to be answered, and they can learn in their own ways. It's their full responsibility to perform and acquire whatever grades do they deserve. There is no segregation and everything will be free and fair. So friends, it's in our hands to choose whether online or offline traditional classrooms. And I make sure, and I've mentioned all the important points regarding these issues, and both have merits and demerits, and it's our choice to go for the previous one or the latter one. Depending on your choices, go and choose for it. Once you choose something, never ever try to turn back again.